Greylock, one of the most underrated and missed analog horror series on this website. Greylock is an analog horror series created by Rob Gavigan, a veteran on the YouTube space. He created this series on the 23rd of January of this year. Up until today, the channel has 9 uploads, amassing just over an hour of content, and is praised by creators like Baz as being,
because this is, I'm going to say, top 3 of my analog horrors that I've watched in recent times. Very, very good. So you guys should go definitely subscribe to Greylock and Rob Gavigan, and we're going to jump straight into this.
Tape 1. Back online. This video shows someone stealing all the data from a company or organization.
Accessing archival storage form. Julia. Data extraction initiated. Data extraction 10% complete.
Ending glitching and showing the company name Semiodyne USA. Whether that is the company stealing the documents or the company being stolen from is unclear. Tape 2. To the mountain.
We may never be guilty of tempting the devil to tempt us.
The first part of this tape shows someone riding in their car listening to a Christian preacher on the radio. Whether this will have importance, just like other analog horror series like Mandela Catalog, is yet to be seen. I believe this to be showing a murder of some kind, with it flipping back and forth between the original hikers finding it and what the journalist saw. The video ends with more biblical references, still unsure on how this fits into the lore. Tape 3. Orientation Protocols.
Thought forms. A thought form is the manifestation of a person's will, emotion, or other deeply psychologically energized state into a semi-physical form, existing as not only an extension of the person, but as its own independent and sentient entity. However, as more time and energy is invested into the development of the thought form, they begin to harness more influence on their environment, until eventually exhibiting a semi-permanent physical appearance, and, in due course, becoming as tangible as a living creature.
This is the most important tape in the whole series up to this point. Thought forms are interesting to me. The supernaturally backed up in a semi-scientific way that doesn't make it sound utterly ridiculous. That helps me pose a lot of questions.
As part of the United States Army and Project Stargate, created in partnership with Semiodyne USA, on behalf of all of us here, this is where Unit 13's interest comes in. We've sought to answer a very important question. Can thought forms be created in a manner that would benefit American society and help keep American citizens safe?
Tape 4. Unexpected Visitors. I think after the previous upload, we are meant to believe that the ones who are behind the home invasions are thought forms, although I couldn't find any true evidence to back this up, besides the dead person head and the mask at the end of the video. Tape 5. Not here, not now, not anymore.
is. He's definitely a growing boy, that's for sure. And you're both looking really good.
What was that?
This is a bit strange.
What? What's strange?
Nothing to worry about or anything. Just having some trouble finding the baby all of a sudden.
Maybe the machine messed up?
Possibly. But I can still see everything else.
It is clear to me and to others in the comments that it's definitely possible that the baby is a thought form, or that the baby was taken by thought forms. As for one frame, you can see the face from tape 4. The title of this tape is also curious. The title is undoubtedly referring to the unborn child with "not here" and "not anymore," making sense to me, but the middle phrase "not now" I find a bit strange. Maybe there's a weird time thing in play here. Also, this is one of the only tapes to have a description to the video. Quote, "Do you know what they did up there? These are the consequences." This quote will make a whole lot more sense in future tapes. Tape 6. Sleeping Dogs.
Humanity has fought tirelessly passed through a great many trials of intellectual fortitude to achieve but one singular goal, and towers of work behind, to be climbed upon by coming generations. Higher and higher they ascend, so that we will at last reach the one called God. And there, on his apex of infinite knowledge and power, we will approach and look him in the eye as an equal.
Frank, it's Paul Murray. We ran into somewhat of an issue today. We came across these tunnels inside the mountain door. Some obviously man-made shit in there, like carvings and stone. This shit looks ancient, like real old. Just calling to tell you the day might be a bit slower than usual. Unfortunately, a number of the crew are sick as dogs, but a few of the guys said they'd seen something running around in the woods surrounding the site. I figured it's probably a deer or whatever, but seeing all the ruckus we're making out here, you know? But they all insisted it was something else. Something like a real tall man. Might just be some environmentalist moron trying to cause some shit, but, you know, he ain't done nothing, so I told him to keep focused on the project. But we got a guy on the crew who used to do archaeology work or whatever, and I don't know. But I guess there's some old artifacts down there, like weapons and trinkets and whatever. I'll have him draft up a report for you and send it your way, because I feel like he'd be interested, and he can explain all this shit better than I could anyways. His name's Arnold Rivers. That's about it. It's Paul. We saw it again. Something out here with us. It's in the woods. And it's watching us, goddammit. It ain't no animal either. Who are you guys gonna put up those... Frank, it's Paul. Holy shit, well, a lot of the crew here is sick now, and they're sort of like unresponsive. We tried emergency contacts for them, but they just keep ringing. The phones, they just kept ringing and ringing and ringing. Nobody picked up from any number we tried. Nobody picked up. No answer machines either. Made a call to the hospital, and same thing. Just ringing. Just tried 911, still nothing. I figured the phones were fucked up, but the machine actually picked up.
Here we have workers at Greylock digging up the mountain for Project Stargate, with all of them going crazy as a result. And I think this is what the description of Tape 5 was talking about. Do you know what they did up there? Now that quote could be referring to the workers digging up the mountain. Tape 7. Back to normal.
Authorities continue to investigate the recent crime wave that swept across northern Berkshire County, left many of its residents in a state of anxiety and panic. It was 2 weeks ago when the emergency broadcast system was engaged to warn residents to secure their homes due to the activity of a group of individuals who had been targeting and breaking into people's homes. Due to the continued efforts of law enforcement, life has been able to return back to normal, back to normal for residents of Berkshire County.
The flash you saw was a new article written on how people have been developing weird deformities like growing an extra limb or growing teeth out their scalp. Tape 5. Old Odd Ends.
What the fuck happened?
We're looking into it, sir.
This tape picks off exactly where Tape 7 left off, with the head executive of the broadcast tearing up the producers of the show for getting hacked. And to make matters worse, the head of the show, Don Wright, is nowhere to be found.
Don, where the fuck is he? I cannot get hold of him, and he needs to get in here and read a statement to help clean up this fucking mess.
Well, we've been trying to reach him. We've called him multiple times. We've tried his pager.
My name is Ron Eugene Rivers. The date is April 8th, 1987. I was involved in the Morelli construction project at Mount Greylock. I was hired due to my background in anthropology and archaeology. 24th, our crew came across tunnels in the mountain that held a multitude of ancient markings and artifacts. On March 25th, Paul cleared the interior of the mountain and asked me, accompanied by a small crew, to look through the tunnels and record notes on what I was able to recognize. Many of the artifacts were pre-colonial. Some were from Native American tribes, but there were other artifacts, some Mesoamerican, and others were shockingly Clovis in nature. Finding Clovis artifacts here means that people have been coming to Mount Greylock since at least 11,000 BCE. Ancient Chinese, Arabic, Indian, Roman, Spanish, Viking, even ancient Greek and Egyptian. I'm finding that they alone would change world history as we know. Pottery, weapons and armor, talismans, and other religious items, countless other things, but all of it was there purposely as offerings.
Here we have Arnold Rivers, an archaeologist working on the Morelli construction project on Mount Greylock. He speaks on the tunnels leading to the unbelievable archaeological find with the artifacts. That shouldn't even be possible due to the time they were created.
That a Mars-sized planet that had been drifting through our solar system collided directly with the Earth. The impact was so powerful and violent that the rogue planet was blown into countless pieces of debris. This debris collected to form our moon. Many of the pieces of the unknown planet remain inside the Earth to this day.
This clip is very interesting and is what I believe is going to be the linchpin of the series going forward. The fact that there was debris from another planet on Earth somewhere. Now I think that the debris from the other planet is in Mount Greylock, and that's why we're seeing special properties, because there's literally alien metal inside the mountain.
Altars constructed out of the mountain stone, along with evidence of mass animal and human sacrifice. There's something in that mountain. Something people of countless cultures over the history of our planet have been worshipping, but I don't know why. Sanity or my health, especially after seeing what was happening to the crew.
Now loading. Morelli Greylock event, Group C, Survivor Data, E6670. Herrera, Ramon. Malformations. Notes.
Now we can see what happened to all the people working on the Morelli construction project, all turning into monsters or just straight up dying. It is also weird that one of the subjects emits some kind of spore, making everyone around them sick.
Oh my god, that's the basement door. No. Camcorder. Oh, where's the damn camcorder?
Come on out, it's the police.
Tape 9. Trojan Technology. I think it's pretty clear even just looking at the title to figure out what's going on. This video is titled Trojan Technology, like the Trojan horse. Obviously, Simiodyne wants to be keeping tabs on everyone, and it looks like they've been successful in their endeavors. The next clip is one of the scariest things in the series so far.
Hello? Where are they? I still can't really see because my eyes are so bad.
You reach out and I'll put them into your hand. Okay?
Okay.